on
Yeah, South Shore's
South Shore?
no, so I am South Shore Leatherworks is just me.
Oh,
That's yeah, that's
okay.
just me in my garage with my girlfriend, hanging out making some cool leather stuff for like, you know, basic white girls online. Yeah. Ooh, bummer. Yeah, I got 77%, so that should be fine. I have a 11 Pro. I have an 11 Pro, so it usually lasts me a long time.
That's nothing new. There we go. That always happens. What's up, everyone? Damn, we got a lot of people in here so far. Nice. Fuck yeah. Mike Minocker from Last Tens in here. Hodge Beats, just waiting for Future to get in here to start asking ridiculous shit. You know who I'm talking
Oh
about.
no.
You know he's going to be in here.
Oh no.
You know? Oh, shit. Thanks for the follow, N-Hell. Or I don't know what your name is.
Anihel.
N-Hell.
Anihel. I know exactly who it is.
Oh, you know who it is? Awesome.
Oh yeah.
So I guess we could start off with how we first met. I mean, that was what, 15 years ago, 14 years ago.
Yeah,
2005 or 6.
I want to say it was probably.
Oh man, we're gonna have Skype issues again because he's not on Wi-Fi. He's in his car at work. Ah shit! It lagged out. What was that?
Oh,
I know. Because you're not on Wi-Fi, probably.
no, I took it off Wi-Fi because the Wi-Fi here is terrible.
Ah, that even sucks anymore. It's all right now.
Yeah. So, probably 2006 when I met you.
Yeah, it was probably
with doing weekends with the World We Knew.
yeah. Good old days of the world we know. Is that when you joined?
Yeah.
Was it 2006 when you joined the world we know?
No, so I joined late 2007.
Oh, okay.
It was December 2007 because so in 2007, I was doing merch for them.
Yeah.
And I was just going out for weekends and stuff like that. And then December of 2007, my band broke up. And when I was in high school.
Oh, Jesus. We got the connection issues.
Selling shoes.
You're selling.
And yeah,
what was your old band? I forget. What was it called?
Journeys.
Journey. Oh no, your old band.
Oh, the old band. Oh, sorry, it was called Voice of Dissension.
That's right. I remember that fucking name.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That band was a lot of fun.
That's cool. So that's when you quit that and joined the world we knew.
Yeah, so I quit that, joined the World We Knew in December of 2007, which I believe our first tour together was summer of 2007 when I was doing merch for them, when our van broke down in Georgia and we had to take a box truck all the way back to New York.
Oh, my God.
And then, our first tour.
Yeah, we're going to have some connection issues, guys, so hang in there with us. Yeah, Skype keeps doing Skype keeps doing the connection thing. It's all right.
Skype's killing me over here.
I know. It cannot be that easy. Technology can't just work.
Of course not.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it says I got
full
I got full bars, so that's on your end. You got to get better internet.
Oh, I have great internet. Damn, Hodge Beats. I do. Well, not the best, not the top tier. But I ran a.
Oh, you gotta get that
test.
FiOS.
I know. I don't think they have FiOS. They might have FiOS in this area. I gotta check.
Yeah,
I gotta say, but it's weird around here. So you joined in 2006, right? The world we know.
I joined December 2007, and then I started. Okay. Yeah, so it was December 2007, probably about 6 months after I graduated high school.
Oh, okay.
And then our first tour together was 6 months prior to that, but then I started playing in the band, and then we toured together with A Different Breed of Killer.
Ooh, that band, that Rise Records band.
Yeah,
I used to love them.
Yes, and then did we? You were with us when we stayed at that dude's house, right?
From the band, from A Different Breed.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, he had a saltwater pool in the background or in the backyard.
Yes, I do remember that.
In like Johnson City, Tennessee.
Yep. That's right. They were from Tennessee.
Yeah.
They're a Tennessee band.
There was a lot of stuff that we did back then. There was a lot of fun.
Yeah, those were good times. I remember quitting my job at Office Depot, then the next day leaving on tour with the World We Know.
That's awesome.
I remember calling
That's
Frank up
sick.
and like, yo, can I still come with you guys? He's like, yeah, of course. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, let's go. Hurry up.
Yeah,
Back
let's
our
let's fucking go here. Let's see what else can we. Oh, you're back.
you there?
Yeah, that's all right. So, how did you get into?
Fuck.
I know. How did you get into Fit for an Autopsy? I don't think I ever asked you that or ever knew.
Okay, so after the World We Knew broke up, I was over touring. I didn't want to do it anymore. And then
Okay.
it got to the point where I was like, all right, well, I'm going to start doing the clothing company and I'm going to start doing the motorcycle thing.
Yeah.
And Pat hit me up randomly and was like, hey, dude, so we need a guitarist and we have this new record that we've been writing. And I was just like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on touring. I don't want to tour.
Yeah.
And
Just got over
it
it.
was just funny because he turned around and he said, how about we send you our new stuff
Mm-hmm.
and then you can decide after you hear our new stuff. And I heard 90% of the Hellbound record and I was like, I was hooked. I mean,
Yeah. No, that was a record. I remember hearing that record when it came out. Oh shit, he's frozen. Damn it, Skype. I remember hearing that record when it came out, and that's when I got hooked on Fit.
yeah, that
That's
record was was pretty pinnacle in the fit category, in the fit career.
yeah. No, it definitely was. So you were just hooked from there. You were convinced. You were just like in it again. You're like, okay, I'll tour.
Yeah, I was just like, you know what? You guys are signing to a bigger label. You guys are signing,
Yeah.
all this stuff. I guess I'm in.
Yeah. I guess this will work.
Yeah. So yeah, and then I've been doing that for. It's crazy. I've been in Fit for an Autopsy longer than I was in the World We Knew.
Yeah, literally. Because what year was that when you
And
joined Fit? When the hell did Hellbound come out?
I joined my first tour, or my first show was June 30th,
Mm-hmm.
2000 or 2013.
Oh, okay. All right. That was
And then my first tour was us and Acacia Strain, like August, September of that year. And then we
oh
went
wow.
out like October, November of that year or something. It was crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
It was a lot of
Yeah, you
touring
guys toured a lot.
when I didn't think it was a lot of touring when I didn't think that touring was going to happen for a while.
Oh, at that time?
Well, yeah, like
You didn't think it
after
was going to
joining
be
or
like,
after quitting the World We Knew,
yeah.
I didn't think that I was going to be touring for a long time, and then 6 months later, I'm back in the hot seat.
Yeah. Just going full force.
Yeah.
It's definitely like around that time. I mean, Fit's always been touring. Like, I think around that time, it was just like constantly, right?
So kind
Kind
of.
of, yeah.
They
F in chat for fuck Skype.
once Process of Human Extermination came out,
Yeah.
but then they had a couple people, then those people left, or they just didn't get along, so they kicked some people out.
The
And then other
usual.
people left the band for other bands. Yeah, exactly. And
Just how it goes.
it got to the point where they didn't have a full touring schedule, or sorry, they didn't have a full touring band.
Yeah.
Not everybody was able to tour because Will at the time was getting really popular as a producer,
Yeah, he couldn't tour.
and he wasn't able to tour at all.
Did he ever do
So
a full tour? Or was it before
yeah,
you?
he did. Pretty sure he did 2 full U.S. tours
Okay.
before I joined.
Before you joined, okay.
Because he did the touring for a little bit,
Mm.
and then they got Richie that was in Molotov Solution.
That's right. I remember Richie.
Yeah, then he left and went to play for the Acacia Strain,
That's right.
which is where I came in.
So when Richie left is when you came in.
Yes, when Richie left
I got you.
is when I joined.
Cool. Oh, that's rad.
Yeah, so it's
been
been a wild ride over the last 7 years.
Yeah, the band's grown. The band's really grinded out, and I think like the lineup you guys have now is pretty fucking solid.
Yeah, we're
I think it's
I mean,
a unit,
everybody's in everybody's in tune with each other.
You could tell.
Yeah, it's definitely the best lineup that we've had.
Yeah. No, you definitely can tell. And does Will play any shows with me? I know sometimes, right? Like regional stuff he'll come out, or not so much
Will,
anymore.
to be honest with you, I think the last time that Will played a show with us was like 2016.
Wow.
Because,
Is it
well,
just...
I mean, obviously his recording schedule is crazy,
That's true.
but not to mention we as a 5-piece
Yeah.
have gotten so locked into each other and so locked in together that I feel that bringing Will in on a live setting would definitely hinder things, and we'd have to work
right, though.
so insanely hard to make it
You'd have
work properly.
Yeah, you definitely have to get a good amount of practices in.
Oh,
for sure.
Yeah, trust me.
To like get it together.
Yeah, the last time he played, I couldn't make it because I had a family reunion, and I think he did like a week of shows with Fit and Unearth.
Oh, all right. So he did that, and that was like 2016.
Yep. Yeah,
right.
It was a couple years back.
That's right.
It's so funny because people think that I'm Will all the time.
Are you serious?
Because Will and Pat do all the press.
Yeah.
So, they're always like, oh, the guitar, Will, the guitarist from Fit For An Autopsy, Pat, the guitarist from Fit For An Autopsy.
Yeah.
So, and since I don't do a lot of interviews, it's just funny when people only hear about Will and Pat.
Yep.
They walk up, they're like, well, I know what Pat looks like. He has to be Will. So they walk up to me, and me and Will don't look alike at all.
No.
And
not at all,
exactly.
Man.
And they're like, "Oh, Will, what's going on?" We when we filmed the K-Pit, we filmed the K-Pit video, there was a kid outside that walked up to Joe and said, "Hey, man, is Will here?"
Oh man.
And Joe looks at Will. Right now, me and Will are standing across from each other.
Yeah.
He looks at Will and he goes, "Yeah, man, he's right there." And he points at Will. Right.
Okay.
The kid came over and came to me and was like, "Hey, Will, can I get a picture?"
Oh my god, dude.
And Will just looked at me. Will looked at me and he just walked away. I was like, "You son of a bitch."
Will, he walked away from you? From you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking funny as hell.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So Hodge Beats, I don't know. You ever see Hodge Beats in your chats? Is that name ringing a bell?
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about, right?
90% positive that I've seen him in my chat. Yeah.
So I asked like people in my Discord. I'm like, yo, if you got any questions you want me to ask Tim, post them in here, and I'll bring them up when we do the the episode. So the one he wanted me to ask was, why didn't you all have Dan set up a tour? I was just like, well, they have an agent, but
well, okay. So we do have an agent,
but Hodge might not know how it all works. I don't know if you know Hodge.
So we've had agents. The thing is,
you had a Dan agent before too.
What's up?
I said you guys had a Dan agent before too. It just wasn't me.
Yes, exactly. We've had an agent named Dan. But yeah, I mean, it just depends, on which agents you want to work with and which agents that, come to you first, or which agents are more suited for you and stuff like that. And it's just, we've never had the opportunity to work together. I mean, we've operated on tours like
with bands
together.
Yeah,
exactly. Like we've toured with bands that you've had and stuff like that. But we've always had an agent.
Yeah. And Jonathan, your agent now, I've known Jonathan for a while.
Jonathan 100% gets me.
Yeah, and me and him work together really well. Me and him really work together very well. Like we all, we're definitely on like a friend level too, because we always call each other. We always like check in on each other. We always talk. Always fuck around. We're just like, we're actual friends. And he's definitely he's like one dude in the industry out of like probably like I don't know, 10 that I consider an actual friend.
Yeah, Jonathan's a good dude.
Yeah, he really is, man. He's worked his ass off. I mean, he used to do he used to do merch for All That Remains.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, did you not know? A while. I think that was.
I did not know that.
I think that was when he was a promoter in Michigan.
So I don't really I don't really deal with the inner workings, man.
Yeah.
And you know this, that I've always been like
Oh,
this.
I know. You have, yeah.
I've never been a guy that really wanted to deal with the inner workings of the business side of things.
I get it.
Because it's such a headache. It's such a stressful thing.
Yeah, it
And
is.
it's kind of funny. Me and Pat have this thing, and Pat's like, "Hey, man, what's your job?" And my job is to play guitar and shut the fuck up. That's
Not
it.
deal
That's
with
it.
any of the industry BS.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like, you come up with
Yeah,
ideas,
for
and you
sure.
want to make your business profitable, and you want profitable,
Yeah, yeah,
and you want to make your business grow and stuff like that. So you always come up with ideas,
for sure.
but execution and stuff like that, I don't want to deal with any
I
of that
wouldn't either,
nonsense.
honestly. I really
No
wouldn't.
way.
If I joined the band on guitar, I would just like, yeah, because I did it when I was younger before I started being an agent.
Of course.
I just was like, I don't want to be in a band anymore. I want to be an agent, which was crazy, right?
That's wild. That's wild. You're like, I have to deal with.
It's
See,
like what
I
I
would
do to
much rather
myself.
be in. I would much rather be in a band than deal with bands.
Yeah. I don't know. I always liked the challenge, and there was so many times. I mean, I can't even tell you how many times where I was told, like, "Yo, dude, just be a manager." Because I'll micromanage
Yeah.
bands too, in a sense. Like
Yeah.
help bands. I'm not charging them anything for it, but I would, in
Of
a
course.
sense, what comes with being an agent. A lot of agents is, if the band doesn't have a manager, you are sometimes doing manager duties.
Oh,
It does
100%.
happen a lot more than a lot of people think. But yeah, I don't know. I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna stick with this. But yeah,
Dude, yeah.
I mean, even like it's funny because like because Putney's very involved with Fit, obviously, right? So like
Yes.
Putney will call
Yes.
me and be like, "Yo, Dan, what about this band you work with and this other band you work with? Go, on let's do this Fit headliner." And he's like, we'll talk like an idea, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go to Jonathan." And then I'll have Jonathan reach out to you. So it's like
Yeah,
in
yeah,
some
yeah.
sort, and then I'll pitch like Putney ideas, and I'm like, well, what about that band, dude? And he'll be
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll tell Jonathan.
Well, yeah. So Will is kind of like, he kind of acts as a manager
Hmm.
as well.
He does.
Um,
Hold on. Skype issue. Eh,
because
He does.
to be honest, it's a little bit too much to handle,
Yeah.
and we're like, fuck it, we'll do it ourselves.
Yeah. That
Instead
makes
of
sense.
paying out all this money. I mean, all these bands are like, well, management gets you endorsements, and management does this, and management does that, and we're like, we can do all that shit ourselves.
Yeah. I don't put that past managers. I know of managers that get those things for their bands, but sometimes
Of
I've
course.
definitely learned that a lot of like I don't know, guitar companies or equipment companies in general like to speak directly to the band.
It's so much easier.
Yeah,
It's so much
it's
easier.
just easier for them
To
and
turn
the band
around and
too.
say, yeah, to turn around and be able to text my rep at Ibanez and say, hey, I want this,
Hmm.
and then have them tell me directly no.
Yeah, not have to wait. Son of a bitch, Skype. I hate you.
Hey, he
Yeah,
wants this. Them turning around and saying no, and then the management getting pissed off and like ruining
ruining
the
that.
relationship with the company. And on top of that, if you leave your management, then who are you gonna talk to?
Yeah, I know.
You didn't build a relationship with that company. That company goes out the window when
Your manager
you and your
goes away.
management split up.
Yeah. That's
Exactly.
true. And I've always said,
So
there's some bands I'm like, yeah, I'm like, there's a few good managers. They're going to help you. But some bands like have it together to where I've told bands, I'm like, you don't really need a manager. Or
no,
a lot of bands too, I'm like, you don't really, you guys could probably do this by yourself, like on a label side of things.
of course,
There are some
but
bands, but you're
there's
going to lose
definitely a
some
lot of
perks there
management. Yeah, there's definitely a
if you
lot
do
of
that.
management duties that are done by big time managers that, like,
Oh, yeah.
yo, you gotta have, like,
Oh, yeah.
certain bands, you need a manager. And it also depends and wants to be.
Yeah.
If the band doesn't want to be super in depth, or they're just a bunch of fucking idiots,
Yeah,
then you want a manager to make sure that they're doing the right thing.
for sure. Yeah, you're right. 100%. You're definitely right about that. So let's
Yeah.
see.
So,
Who I think I know the answer to this question, but who influenced you to play guitar? What turned you on to play
well,
guitar?
so when I was younger,
Yeah.
my dad would always play the radio in the car while we were driving,
Yep.
right?
Same with my dad. Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah, so I'd be listening to, classic rock stations, and I'd be listening
Same.
to
Yeah.
Ozzy and Black Sabbath and Metallica and stuff like that. So when I was a kid, I remember listening to Crazy Train and being like, "Hey, I want to play guitar."
Yeah.
And I didn't
That was
have
one
any
song I
hobbies.
learned too.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
when I decided to go in and get a guitar and do all that stuff, I was very heavily influenced by all the guitarists that were popular in like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
So when I first started playing guitar, who was in your Guitar World magazines? You had Zach Wilde, you had Dimebag Darrell, you had Eddie Van Halen, you had,
Mm-hmm.
all these guys that were big in the 90s, Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, all these guys that were big in the 90s. So those were the guys that I was heavily influenced by when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I feel like as I get older, um, there's not many guitarists that I get super influenced by on a big scale. It's usually like the smaller guys that Wes Hauk and
Yeah.
Mateus Asado and all these guys, and they're monster players,
Oh
and
yeah.
the feel behind them playing guitar is just crazy to me.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, those were definitely guitarists that I looked up to, all the older ones. Dimebag
Oh
Darrell,
yeah.
Steve Vai. I mean, all of them. Like that. Those are like like I used to learn a lot of Metallica songs when I picked up a guitar. Black
Oh yeah,
Sabbath. And
100%.
then I started getting
When
into
you're
like
younger, of
yeah.
course.
I would print out all the tabs. I had like folders full
I
of tabs, bro.
Yep. Ultimate-guitar.com.
What was the other one? MX tabs? Am I getting that right? Was that one of them?
Yes,
I
I'm
don't know
pretty
how I
sure it was
remember
MX
that.
Tabs. Wow.
Right?
Yes, I do remember that. There was that. There was 911tabs.com.
Yes. There's
There was a lot,
They were
man.
great, and I learned. It's crazy because I learned, for me at least, my friend Alex that I went to high school with in New York, he influenced me to play guitar because he ripped on guitar. I'm talking ninth grade.
Sick.
This dude was like shredding. And I was like,
Yeah.
so he kind of like taught me a little bit of the basics and how to read tabs, and then I just took
Yeah.
it from there. I never got lessons, but
Yeah, I took lessons for the first 7 years.
oh wow, that's sick. Was it the same teacher?
No, I had a couple different teachers. The teacher that I had the most for most of the time was this guy John, who actually is a backup. He's like an on-call guitarist for Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Oh, wow,
Yeah,
damn,
yeah, he's
that's
a
insane.
monster player. But he just didn't get along with the people that owned the store, and
Okay.
he ended up leaving, and it was definitely a bummer.
That is a bummer. Damn. Let's see. What's the so let's switch it over.
Okay.
For a sec. How did you start streaming on Twitch? Who
Okay.
influenced you to do it?
It was Matt from Trivium.
I had a feeling it was Matt, yeah.
Matt from Trivium all day. So we're on that Trivium tour,
Okay.
and
Was that a couple years ago, right?
yeah, it was late 2017.
Oh, all right. Okay.
And we always saw him, on stream and doing these things. And then when we got to California, he got this backpack, and we always knew that he did the live streaming thing, but we never knew about it in depth.
All right.
Because I always thought that Twitch was a gaming platform, and
Yeah.
he turned to that platform and started doing a lot of the music stuff, and it kind of grasped me and Joe.
Yeah.
So I turned around and I was like, all right, well, Joe's going to do the gaming thing. I'm going to hop on Twitch and I'm going to do the guitar thing,
Yeah.
and I'm going to do the music thing. So Matt would, you would host us and do all this stuff and help us out. But it was kind of crazy how fast, we both grew on the platform.
Yeah, you guys really did.
And that was 2.5 years ago. I think I hit affiliate in like May of 2018.
May of 2018, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, was that when Joe started streaming?
Joe started streaming a little bit before me because he got a setup done. He got his whole setup a couple months before me.
Okay.
So he got his setup done and he started streaming, and then I started doing small little things on Twitch when I was in Europe in early 2018. And then once I got home, that's when I started doing like the full production and all that.
Yeah, that's when you started going on.
There's been a lot, and it's kind of crazy. Like a lot of people helped me out when we first started streaming, and it was wild.
Yeah. No, it's cool. Like I'll pop in at least like once a week and
Yeah.
hang out, and shit. And it's awesome. Your community is great. It's awesome to see
Dude.
it. I think Twitch is amazing.
I love it. It's one of the best things to happen to live musicians as well.
I agree completely. And it's definitely been like one thing I always wanted to get involved in. So that's why, like I was talking with you earlier, it was just like this was obviously the right time or perfect time, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
For me to start doing this, and like, doing these live episodes has been great. I'll game as well. And I try to do like a variety of gaming, not the same thing. Like I love fucking Call of Duty. I love and hate it so much, but I won't stream it really at all.
Yeah.
Once a week for like a couple hours maybe, but I'll get like our like viewers or like subscribers who play it, like jump in games with me, and our friends.
Yeah.
It makes it more fun that way, in my opinion.
So when I first started streaming, I would hop on the games and I'd do the games and whatnot. But I felt that the viewership started to drop off after a while, because when I play video games, I get very into the game.
Yeah.
I don't talk a lot, I don't interact a lot, so on and so forth. So with me, the music streams and the leatherworking streams, because I'm interacting more and because I'm talking more, people like it way more.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I found that in oh shit. Do you know this? Daminity? It's DAMIENITY. Damn, they just submitted 5 subs. Jesus. Thank you.
Damien's part of my channel.
Oh, awesome. He has to go right now. I guess he's preparing for like the hurricane.
Bummer.
Dude, stay safe, man. That shit, yeah, we're supposed to get some rain this week, and I know like Galveston and stuff are being asked to evacuate.
Yeah.
Down there. Holy shit. Thank you for those subs, man. Seriously, be safe. If you gotta evacuate, get the hell out. Just do it. Don't chance it. I would never chance it.
That's funny.
Yeah,
no thanks.
Yeah, no. I do find I like, when I was like streaming like The Last of Us and like storyline games, those are, I think for me at least, those are like good games to where I could play, right, and still interact with the community, with everyone. I can like multitask that stuff well. When it comes to like Call of Duty, it's hard. Because you're trying to concentrate, you're just trying to, do that.
Well, that's same thing with like whenever I play hockey games, if I'm playing NHL or something like that, it's always like that.
Yeah, it is. It's hard because like I'll play with like Bastion Skulls, Josh.
Oh yeah, of course.
And sometimes and I know I hear him interacting with his community and talking to him, and we're like in this intense game of fucking Warzone. and he's like, fucking off somewhere like 200 meters away. I'm like, dude, where the fuck are you? I'm getting fucking killed, and he's like, "Oh shit, my bad. Let me go." Always giving him shit. I'm like, God damn.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. When was your first NAMM that you went to? I've been to 2.
So
yeah.
Okay, so I started doing NAMM in 2014. It was like right after I joined Fit. Pat was going every year.
Really? So he was going longer than you? He
What's
was
up?
going to NAMM longer than you were?
Oh, way longer.
Holy
Yeah, he'd
shit.
been going to NAM for like 3, 4 years before I started going. So,
Yeah.
he brought me in and he showed me the ropes and, hey, if you want something from this company, you got to go talk to him. You got to go do this. You got to do that. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And dude, it's wild.
It is, man.
It's definitely one of the best things. Period.
I think the first one I went to was what are we, 2020 now? So
Yeah.
2017, I think it was.
Okay.
I think
Cool.
that was the one. And I remember walking in and just being like, holy shit.
It's a blessing and a curse. It's like
Yeah.
it's cool because you get to see all this gear, but it sucks because it's everybody's playing that gear and it's like a giant guitar center.
It is a big guitar center.
Yeah,
It's,
it's a bummer because it's not happening this year
I
or
know.
not happening next
I
year.
know it is. So I was playing, I was going to take, I think I went, did I go in 2019? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. And then my plan was to take this year off, 2020.
Yeah,
And then I was going to go back 2021 because I have a bunch of friends that go. Like, I'm not, I
yeah,
love guitars. Like, so I love
of
going to the
course.
guitar, checking everything out, watching dudes rip, and shit like that. I really do enjoy it. And I think it's fucking sick. And obviously, it's just like a lot of my friends are there, and also bands that I
Yeah,
work with too. So it's like another opportunity for me to go hang out with everyone. And
yeah,
it's just literally just one big, party in a sense. It's just
yeah. It's a
huge.
big friend
It's a
fest,
friend
and then
fest.
like since everybody's out there, you get to reconnect with people that you haven't seen for a year
That
and all
too.
that stuff, and I love it.
My friend Michael, is everyone playing Stairway to Heaven? Yes.
Oh,
Jesus.
awful. Nah, you know what
Nah.
it is? It's usually
Oh, Skype. Sorry, guys. Hold on. What was that?
but
It's usually.
it's usually just people trying to show off and play
Yeah,
dumb shit.
I know. I remember like, hanging out, my friends that play drums and shit and being there and they're like, all right, let's go over to like the cymbals. I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm not going to the fucking
Yeah,
cymbal. I'm not going to the drums. And then I will. I'm like,
yeah,
Jesus Christ. Can someone give me like earplugs or something?
yeah,
It's so intense, man. You got
yeah.
the
It's
wall
I
of
always,
symbols. I'm like, oh, don't. We can't do this.
dude.
We'll meet up later.
It's rough. I love it. Don't get me
Oh, I
wrong. I
do
love
too.
it, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, ugh, it's
It
rough.
is fucking rough. Let's see. What was the inspiration for the latest Fit for an Autopsy record, which may have been different from the past ones?
Um, I mean, I feel like with the Sea of Tragic Beasts,
It's
um,
right there.
it was we're still on the same track and we're still talking about you know we're still talking about political issues and whatnot, but I feel like it more touched on personal issues
Okay.
and what people deal with on a personal level,
Mm-hmm.
because everybody deals with bullshit. Everybody
Oh
deals with
yeah.
their own level of bullshit. And, everybody deals with the bullshit in politics and the bullshit with the economy and stuff like that. And,
Yep.
how big business is, although sometimes can be great, most of the time is pretty rough. But I feel like it touches on a lot of personal issues.
The new one. Yeah.
It touches on the
I could
inherent
tell.
evilness, I guess you could say, of human beings,
Yeah.
and how human beings can just kind of be shitty to one another.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and we've touched on it on other records, but I feel like this record
More so this one.
a little bit more heightened.
Yeah. That's awesome. Do you guys plan to come out with a new record next year? I think so, right? Uh,
So
or
uh,
maybe
maybe I
some
don't
new
know.
new tracks or something.
Yeah, I
It's hard right
mean,
now. That's like, yeah.
so, I mean, we've been writing and we've been, I mean, if you're in a band and you're not taking this time to write,
I'd say
then
this
you're
to
fucking
everybody.
up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we don't know 100%. We'd like to come out with something, but um,
We'll see.
you never know. You never know how the schedule goes because
Yeah, I
this
know.
year we were supposed to hit Sea of Tragic Beasts pretty hard,
Hmm.
and
Yeah, I
that
know.
went out the window. We were planning on putting out a record next year, but Who
I
knows?
think not
It
touring on Sea of Tragic Beasts probably delayed that, right? I feel like it
Yeah, it
did
was
that with a
definitely a
lot of
bummer.
bands,
Yeah,
you know?
it was definitely a bummer. So, maybe next year you're definitely going to see some new stuff from us, but
Yeah, I would
maybe not a
expect that.
record, maybe, some other cool stuff, but I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? You think that Die Art tour that you guys did one show on is going to get rescheduled at some point?
Probably not, unfortunately.
Yeah,
That's one thing that a lot of people were asking,
yeah.
but
It's hard to
in
do
order
right
to
now.
get everybody on the same page like a year from now, and then on top of that, if you think about the bands that were on it, Versions Crown's from Australia.
Yep.
So, since Aversions is from Australia, and then you got Un Misery, who's from
Europe or something, right?
yeah,
They're a
I think
sick
they're from
band too.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure they're from Iceland.
Iceland band. Yeah, I'm pretty sure too.
So
That's a good band
getting them
too.
all over and then Die Art back to the States. So it would just be so much work and way too much work.
To
And
plan that far out.
we already had stuff planned. I'll be honest, we had stuff planned out until next summer.
Oh yeah, Putney. Will
And
told me. Yeah, Willie
yeah, and
Pat told me.
that all got shut down.
Yeah,
And it's kind of a bummer, but
yeah, I
we got to
know.
deal with it,
Just got
and
to
we got to
roll with it.
roll with the punches,
That's what you got to
and
do.
just know that next year, like, we do have touring plans.
Yeah,
We will be, we will be in the States, we will be in Europe, we might be in Australia
Australia.
again, all that shit. So who knows?
That's yeah. It's like it's one of those things a lot of people will ask, even bands of mine, like, when do you think we can tour again? I'm like, we're probably gonna have to wait until the end of the year to figure something. I don't know. It's hard to tell. That's what it is. It's so
It's
hard
true.
being asked that question. I'm just like, I wish I had an answer for you. I wish I had a
Yeah.
clear answer to be able to give you, and we could start planning things properly again. But I really don't have it.
No
I just
clear answer
yeah.
on when we're going to be, touring
Yeah,
next.
we're hoping next year. That's the hope. That's what we're all hoping
Yeah.
for. At some
We're
point next year.
planning. We're planning for next year,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I know one of the things.
if that's going to
Yeah,
happen, we don't
yeah,
know.
we don't know yet. Where's your signature guitar, man?
Dude,
I always see everyone commenting on
I
Ibanez.
know. What was that fucking future
Bro.
comment? That
Yeah,
motherfucker.
I saw that
So
yesterday.
and I've explained this.
Oh
I've
man,
explained this multiple times. Like, the thing is,
what's that?
it's such a crazy amount of money to invest into somebody.
Yeah, it really
Especially
is,
when
man.
you don't know how the market's going to do.
Yeah,
So, when I look at it, and I look at signature guitars, and I look at people, saying, all right, we're going to put a signature behind this dude.
yeah.
When you think about it, and I went through the math with them, and you're talking, I mean,
Dude,
you're talking at least $200 to $300 to $400,000 worth of a total investment.
That's a yeah.
And you might not even get. I mean, think about it. Like, if you have to sell, if the factory's like, all right, well, we want you to order, 400 guitars,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And if those guitars are $500 a piece, that's 200 grand.
Yeah.
Just in materials. That's just in product.
Not even.
That's not
yeah.
advertising. That's not anything else
Labor.
Besides that.
Yeah. Or it could.
Well,
that's built in,
that
right?
includes, like.
Does that build?
Yeah. So, like,
okay.
200. If the factory charges them $500 for a guitar.
Yeah.
And they have to order.
Damn Skype. Hold on.
For their their warehouse.
Yeah.
In Ben Salem in Pennsylvania, if you're ordering 400 guitars, that's $200,000 right out of the gate.
Right up front. Yeah.
And you don't know if those guitars are going to sell. You don't know if in 6 months that dude's not going to be in a band anymore.
That's true.
You don't know. So, you got to make sure that that you're going to be able to sell at least 400 of them.
At least, yeah.
And do I think that I could sell 400 guitars right now? Probably not.
It's hard.
Could I sell Could I sell 100 guitars? Probably.
Probably.
But
Yeah.
is it worth it for them to say, all right, we're only going to do 100 guitars,
Yeah.
and put all this time and effort and all this money into a product that you're only going to get, maybe a $50,000 to $100,000 return on?
Yeah. Especially
So
for a
who
company
knows?
like Ibanez, it's like, is it really worth it for them? Do they really need to do that? So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot goes into it.
And I that's the thing. Like, I love my artist guys. I love Tyler. I love Mike.
Yeah.
They're two great
Ibanez
people.
is a
And
great
like,
company. That
what's
was my
cool is
first
that,
guitar too.
oh, dude,
Was it RG two
everybody's played
seventy
an
or
Ibanez.
something?
Yeah.
Am I getting that
So
right?
for me,
Yeah.
being able to text my guys and actually be friends with them
Yeah.
and have that friendship, like, I'm okay. I mean, if they turn around to me in 2 years and they're like, "Yo, dude,
Let's do it.
we want to do a SIG," then it's a little bit different. But you know, I'll make jabs at them. I'll be like, "Yo, when am I getting a SIG? When am I getting this? When am I getting that?" But like, realistically, like, I know where I stand in the company. I know, my
Yeah.
role in the company. I'm not this crazy big guitarist. I'm not this virtuoso kid, and I with the A's, they're absolutely killing it with the AZ model.
The AZ model.
The AZ
Let me look
the
that
AZ
up.
model is insane, and they're pushing that hard, and they're pushing a lot of artists towards those models. And
Oh,
until they come out with a seven
the
string,
AZ series.
yeah, until they come out with a seven string, I'm not going to be part of that. Once they come out with a seven, then it's a little bit different.
Yeah. You think they will? Eventually?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, they posted pictures of prototypes and stuff. Everybody knows it's happening. It's just a matter
Oh, this
of
one's fucking
when.
nice. Wow.
Oh, the AZs are fantastic. But they wanted to get into that classic styling marketplace, and
I get it.
kind of get a foot in the door when it comes to what Sir was doing and what Fender's doing with the American. Because it's a lot of fucking hard work, man. A lot of hard work.
They have a lot of cool finishes for these. Damn.
Yeah, they do.
Wow.
I want one in white. I literally have a goal set on my Instagram, or sorry, on my Twitch account, like a donation goal set up so that I can buy
so
one
you
of
get
them.
This charcoal black burst
Yeah.
is fucking beautiful. Jesus.
Yeah,
man.
dude, they're super nice.
Makes me just want to buy another guitar. I have a Charvel.
I know.
I need to start playing more
That's
again.
sick.
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
Charvels are great, man.
Yeah, they're good guitars. I got a good deal on it. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy
Hell
it.
yeah.
I want to get that. Fuck it. It was like a couple years ago.
Dude, I want to buy all of the guitars now.
How many do you have? Do you know off the top of your head?
Uh,
You're not home, obviously, right now.
Right now, guitar. I'm gonna judge it by guitars that I could bring.
Oh, come on, Skype. We were doing so good. We're doing so good, Skype.
But as far as guitars that are just there,
Yeah.
I'd probably guitars that are just there. I'd probably say probably about 30.
30, yeah. Sounds about right for you. 'Cause I always see you with so many damn guitars over the years too.
I mean, guitars that I could play on tour is only about 12 to 15, but
yeah, but total around 30.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, great, man. Well, also, hold on, one more. This is a good question.
Okay.
Someone had.
All right, I'm ready for it.
What are your thoughts on Kemper versus real amps?
Okay.
How do you feel about this?
So,
this is a good one. I like this one.
I don't mind amp modeling. I think it's a very cool technology.
Okay.
I think they're getting very close to, if not, 99%, the way towards replicating the sound of a tube amp. I just like the aesthetic, and I like being able to have a tube amp.
Yeah. It feels good.
There's one thing that I can't get down with is not having cabs on stage.
Yeah, dude.
So
I feel the same about that.
going completely digital is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's not as much Kemper to two beds and stuff like that. It's more, analog and digital. It's just like, do you want to go full digital
Yeah.
where you don't have any amps on stage and it's just coming through your ears and stuff like that? I can't get down with that personally.
No, I wouldn't be able to either, honestly. And I've seen
It's
bands
just,
without cabs on stage, and when you're
yeah,
like close to the stage or something, it feels empty. There's like no bass really.
it's different.
Yeah, it's not
And
full.
nah, it's not full at all. It's definitely different. And, being able to say, being able to hear everything, via, a digital setup
Yeah,
is very cool. But you can achieve that through analog as well.
yeah, no, you definitely can.
So I think a healthy mix of both. But if we're talking strictly Kemper or tube heads, I'm gonna go tube heads 99.9% of the time.
Yeah, I would. And I definitely I know in Jet, for example, like in Jest they got Kempers, which helps with because they're traveling. Like when you're touring
Yeah,
around the world full time, it definitely is convenient. And they'll still use
that's
cabs
different.
on stage.
That's a
They'll,
little bit different.
that is
When
different,
you're
yeah.
traveling and you have to fit everything in a small little space and you have to travel with all your shit and you have to fly with your rigs, like that's so
Yeah.
different. But we still do the analog thing because we rent amps from rental companies over in Europe, and
Okay. Yeah, you already set
so
up with
yeah,
them.
the I will say that sometimes the heads can be a little bit different, and the consistency behind being able to travel with all your own shit is definitely worth the difference. But
Yeah.
it all comes down to personal preference, man.
Yeah, I think that's what it really is. You want to talk plug in your new company, your leather company?
Oh
South
yeah,
Shore?
I
So
started a
I'm gonna get
small
some stuff
batch.
from you. I've been wanting
Hell yeah, I
to.
appreciate that.
I've really been wanting
So
to.
I was doing custom leather work for a long time, and I still do custom leather work, and I love doing it. But I wanted to do stuff to where I was doing more on the design factor
Yeah.
of things.
Okay.
So I said, fuck it. And I started
Fuck you, Skype. One sec. It'll come back.
and go in my garage
Yeah.
and just punch out, say 5 of the same wallet and focus more on the craftsmanship of the wallet as opposed to the image that I'm tooling into it.
I got you. So it's all you, right?
And yeah, it's me and my girlfriend Claudia working out of my garage.
Oh, that's rad.
And it's inspired by Long Island and
Yeah,
inspired by the beach life and the small fishing town life on Long Island.
that's rad.
So we're doing coasters and minimalist wallets and keychains and stuff like that. It's all going to be accessories,
Yeah.
nothing crazy.
When does it launch officially? Is it launch
It launches Friday.
this Friday? Okay.
This Friday, August
Fuck yeah.
28th. It's just southshoreleatherworks.com.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, mostly people are going to be picking up the cool little coasters that I made, but I'm into it.
So and then you're gonna have like some wallets as well. You said keychain. So
Yeah,
some
I have
keychains.
three different minimalist wallets that are coming out,
I gotta get
and
one of
keychains
those.
as well.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like
hell
I
yeah,
like smaller wallets.
dude, they're great. They're
They're
fantastic.
way better. Yeah. I downsized to the minimalist one like not long
I
ago.
still use a massive wallet, so. But I use a long wallet, so it's slim.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just it sticks halfway out of my pocket.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Hell yeah. Well, Tim, thank you for taking this time to hang out with me.
Dude,
It's been a minute.
anytime, man. It's been a
It's been a
while.
while. I forget the last time it was definitely a Fit for an Autopsy show.
Oh yeah, it
You
had
know,
to have been at
last
least like
year.
a year ago. Yeah,
Oh, it was probably like the headliner. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So like
yeah,
November, I think it was.
yeah.
So not too long ago, but long enough.
No, it wasn't.
I
Wasn't
always see
super
you.
long ago,
Yeah.
but
I always see you a little
yeah,
more often now.
yeah. I know it sucks. We'll be able to see each other soon.
Oh yeah. Hodge said, "Does it have RFID protection?" No,
No.
right?
So my wallets aren't going to have RFID. We don't have a liner on the inside of the wallet. It's mainly, it's not a wallet made for like it's not a technological wallet.
It's
It's
not.
more
Yeah.
focusing on It's more focusing on the small batch leather goods.
Okay,
It's
cool. That's
high
what I
quality.
figured.
It's all high quality leather,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna glue RFID protection on the inside of a piece of leather that costs, it's 75% of the product cost.
Yeah, yeah. I feel
You
you. I
know,
feel you on that.
the leather's way too nice, and I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, I would just ruin it.
Yeah,
It would
exactly.
ruin it. Well, everyone follow Tim. The link is right there. Thank you, Bastion, for posting.
Yeah,
Bastion's in here.
my
Oh
guys,
yeah, he's the fucking man, dude. He is.
he's the
He
best.
rules. He's been helping out a lot of us, like Andrew from Fallujah,
Oh yeah,
Joel Haston, me, bunch of us with
fuck yeah,
streaming stuff and getting us set up and dialed in correctly.
love that.
I finally got a mic arm, one of these mic arms and boom arms, whatever the fuck they're called.
Hell
The
yeah.
Blue Yeti, it sounds better now and everything. So, but anyway, big shout out to fucking Bastion too, because he's the man.
Yeah,
Big
dude,
shout
he's
out.
the best.
So again, Tim, thank you so much.
Anytime. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, man, definitely.
All right, bud.
We're gonna raid
Later, chat.
later, Tim. All right, chat, stick around. We're gonna raid someone. All right, Tim, I'll
All right,
talk
I'll
to you
talk to you
later, bro.
later.
All right, chat. We're gonna raid someone. Let me see who's on. If you have suggestions for who we should raid, thank you, Andrew. Thanks everyone for seriously tuning in. I love doing these. Tim's a really good friend of mine. So far, a lot of these episodes I've been doing are like friends of mine, so which makes sense. But we're gonna, the next episode actually. Let me tell you before we raid someone. The next episode is on a week from today, on the 1st of September. I have Kyle and Leo, Brand of Sacrifice. I haven't announced these yet. The week after that, I have Naveen and Cheney from Entheos on September 8th. September 15th, I have Alex from Psycho Stick. Let's see. September 21st, Andrew from Fallujah, who is Sigma Caldera in here, if you didn't know by now. September 22nd, Jake, the singer from Reflections. Hold on, let me hydrate. Yeah, Corpse Grinder. That's one I want to get. September 28th, Matt from Cryptopsy, the singer from Cryptopsy, who also does Vox and Hops. And there's going to be more. I'm talking a lot more. So anyway, you'll see me post about those in my Discord, on my social media. If you don't follow me on there. But let's see who's streaming right now. We got Brody from Rivers of Nile. I want to do Brody, I feel like. Should we do Brody from Rivers of Nile? Fit For An Autopsy and Rivers are friends. They've toured together before. Rivers of Nile was on the Fit Tour last November. So I think if you guys haven't followed Brody yet, this is your chance to do it. Brody is is an actual friend. Like, he is a good friend of mine. I've been working with Rivers of Nile for years now. So let's raid Brody. Let me type in his name here. Brody of Nile. If you don't listen to Rivers of Nile already, you should probably do that. So again, thank you for tuning in, everyone. We're going to raid Brody from Rivers of Nile, so stick in here. Show him some love. Shoot him a follow. Sub to his channel if you got the money to do it and you enjoy what he's doing. And thank you once again. I love you all.